Hey there, and welcome to another live stream. Today I want to play some Dustland Delivery. I'm currently doing a playthrough series on my channel. This live stream is going to be separate from that, so it will be a different save, different game. So if you happen to be one of the people watching this playthrough series that I'm doing, don't let this confuse you. The playthrough series will still continue, of course. I'm having a lot of fun. I really love this game. I think this is extremely underrated, this game. Maybe this live stream will give it some more exposure because it really deserves a lot of attention, this game. It's a lot of fun. Alright, so start a game. Normal. The Dustlands are a weird and wild place. Safe travels on the long road ahead. This is not intended to be a tutorial, but I do want to kind of discuss certain things as we go along so that it's not too confusing. We'll just create a custom character. This is the title. So as usual, I will call him Mud Skip on Mud. We're male, gender, male. Okay, this is fine. We can assign points. So we have 40 books, and you can see that you have to spend certain books to increase the levels. I think the best approach is actually leveling up skills that are going to be very important on the road. For example, crafting, intellect is kind of important. I really like focus because I want to have people that are good at shooting, and focus helps with that. So, but let me first get some basics down here, just get most of it to 10. Farming, husbandry. Farming we won't do much, not with the trucker that is in the truck. Because in this game, you cannot only level and gear up your truck, you can also gear up your characters, the people in the truck. But you can actually also establish a town and gear that town up, expand on the town, and gear the people up in the town. So there's a lot of depth to this game, and I've said it before, it's really an awesome game. Fishing on the road, foraging, hunting. Okay. So when you have several people in your cabin, the game is going to give the crew a skill, a level of proficiency, so to speak. So some of these skills, like crafting, intellect, it looks at the highest level that is available in the truck. So if you have two people and one has skill level 20, the other one has skill level 10, the game will basically say that the truck has level 20 or the cabin has level 20 in, for example, intellect or crafting. Some of these skills are the average is taken. So what I try to do is I try to actually make sure that one of my characters has a high skill in the areas where it's really important, where it's not the average. Because if I pick somebody up along the road, that person might have 0 skills and would then take down the whole average. So if I, for example, do a lot in hunting is a good example. Let's say that I would have a hunting skill 20 on my character, I spend all these books, and then I pick up a trucker along the road, or a passenger I should say, that becomes one of my crew with skill 0 for hunting. The hunting will be average, would only be 15. It's horrible. So that's why I devote all my points, or most of my points, to the skills that really, where I can really make a big difference in. I will explain that later on a little bit better. Foraging is one of those. So we have 10. Hunting. Charm, I leave that the way it is. Hunting, I'm going to leave that the way it is. I can just make hunting then. Fishing, we won't do much. Cooking, we actually will. And with skills like cooking and crafting, the higher your skill, the more chance you have to be able to craft better than average weapons. So they call it upgraded or legendary, so you can actually be crafting legendary weapons or legendary gear, or cook really good food, which has better skill points than, for example, the food that you normally get. So it's kind of important to have that, especially if you plan on foraging a lot and also possibly do some hunting and cooking instead of buying all your food. That's the way I play the game. So we have 16 books left. See, this is already 5, so farming we don't need. Husbandry can be important at some point, but I'm not sure if I should take fishing. Yeah, let's do fishing. Fishing and husbandry then. Then we have 10 points left, and I will use that for crafting and intellect. So that's all. We can select some traits. We have 2 trade points. You can pick up a bad one. That would give you actually more than 2 trade points. If we pick up nightmares, we'll get 3 to spend. But go on. Eating greatly reduces stress. Won't eat unpalatable foods. I'll just add this one. We can buy some extra supplies. Extra equipment I actually do. I'd like to start off with a gun. Let's see here. Musket is 750. It uses more. You can click here. So it uses 3 bullets per shot. It improves your accuracy by 10%, and each shot can do damage 124. And if you, for example, take the cheaper crude rifle, it only shoots 1 ammo, but it has a lot more accuracy. Now the thing with the musket is that you can actually upgrade this to another weapon later on in the game. So for the long term, this would be better, but it's more expensive. I'll just go for the crude rifle. And then you can get an accessory that will allow you to aim better. Angle grip will improve your accuracy by 25%. So let's select this. Confirm. So we lose a little bit of our scrap. Is basically the game's currency, the money in the game. We have relationships with different factions. So we have 55 points. I usually just get this up and then do maybe, well, let's just do this at, hold up, I'm actually going way too far. I will just do this at 1, so it's more than 0. Tyrannus I will do at 12, and Civitas I will do at 12. These are the 2 factions that you're kind of most important in your starting zone. Extra supplies, we don't need that. You can change the trucks. I'm going to keep the default trucks. There's a whole bunch of different trucks in the game. So this should be the normal one. Yeah. Okay. So then we start the game. I'm not going to read everything to you, but I will just read the beginning parts though. And so it begins. Until today you were just another ordinary Dustlander, a small-time merchant in Valleyville. It was a simple life, but a comfortable one, and you never saw the Dustlands with the cynicism others seemed to. Looking out into a vast world you hardly set foot in, you saw opportunity and adventure, an unknown waiting to be known. One day you decided you weren't going to waste any more time, and sold all your worldly possessions to buy a truck. You've just picked up your truck from a dealership outside the city. Now it's time to return to Valleyville, to get the rest of your belongings. Let's hit the road. Okay, real quick, the interface. This is the currency of the game, this is the fuel. You can click on the question mark, it will show you how far you can travel, it's in kilometers. The water supply, the 50 means you have 50 clean water and 50, let's call it dirty water, wastewater. You use the wastewater to, for example, cool down your engine. Ammo is basically the amount of bullets. We have 53 days worth of food on us. We have 10 spare tires. We have cloud. Cloud is basically something like reputation. A leverage that you can use in the game to sway other people's opinions. I think that's probably the best I can describe this. So basically, the tooltips will show up here. So it says you have guns in your inventory, but you haven't equipped them. So we're going to do that right now. This is our trucker. I look very feminine, but yeah. I didn't change. I don't care. I don't mind. Let's equip the gun. You can see the stats here. Equip. And that attachment, that accessory. So right now we have 67% chance, or accuracy I should say. And you see the stats here. The charm is 1. We'll discuss this later on a little bit more. So on the road you can rest, you can camp. This will all show itself, so I don't want to confuse everybody here. Forecast is the weather forecast. In 5 hours, what did it say? It was going to snow? Okay, it's going to snow. You can honk the horn. I think it's only cute, because what it does, it will actually increase your infection. You will actually draw the infected towards your spot because they hear that sound. It's kind of like zombies, I think. So in this area, the infection level is 0. So it's a really very friendly area, let's call it that. And the risk for us to get attacked is 0% right now. If you quickly look at the map, the red zones, as you can imagine, are dangerous zones. Normally the more red it is, the higher the infection level. You can see 50 there, 20 here, 20 here, 20 here. This is 30. So you try to kind of maneuver around them in the beginning until you know that you can defend yourself, because sometimes you will get attacked by the infected, which is awesome. So let me close the map. I don't want to confuse people again. This is the crew. This is what I was talking about. So some of these stats, like crafting, value is the crew's highest crafting stat. So like I said, if you have one person with 20, one person with 10, then the crew crafting skill is 20. Right now it's only me, so there's nothing to add up, or for example, foraging, value is the sum of all crew members. Foraging stats, maximum is 40. So right now I have foraging 10. If I pick up somebody with foraging 12, that will be 22 then. But the painful ones are, for example, hunting. Value is the crew's average hunting stat. And I used to deck my guy out as a hunter. But the problem is if I pick somebody up who's really good as a trucker, but who really has a sucky hunting skill, because that is a possibility, then my average is just going to plummet. And it really affects the outcome of any hunting activity that I'm going to do. So that is why I kind of focus on the skills that are either looking at the highest or will be added up. So intellect is another one of these. Value is the crew's highest intellect stat. So if I have intellect 20, it doesn't matter if I pick up a bad guy because it will always see my 20. And the max is 40, so that is actually a really good number. This is where the quests are, the tasks as they're called. We have no delivery tasks, they will be timed. Sometimes you pick up a job that is, you have to do it within 10 days. It will actually track that here for you. These are the items in our truck. We have a load of 7,000 weight out of 15,000. We have some resources, no materials, equipment, and parts yet. We have some food that we can eat on the road. So if you look at it again, here's that clean water. Where's the dirty water? I don't see it. Oh, here's the wasteland water. You can kind of see the weight. Also, the interesting part is, and it took me a while to realize that because it confused the crap out of me, is that scrap can sometimes weigh more than items that you buy. Let's just let that sink in because it confused the crap out of me and I had no clue what was going on. But yeah, I was actually selling a lot of items and my truck was getting heavier and heavier and heavier. And I was actually getting more scrap than the weight of the items that I was selling. Alright, these are the factions. We have seen those numbers, we assigned those. We'll talk about that later. This is the main interface. This is the fuel use. We have 8 fuel per hour at this speed in this terrain. The comfort level in the cabin is 3. The higher the comfort level, the longer it takes for you to get fatigued and tired from driving. This is the strength of the hull. The truck is in tip-top shape, 100 out of 100 health points. We have 10 tires. Those are spare tires because we have, I think, more tires. Well, and actually no, this is 10 tires that we have on the truck, but we also have spare 10 tires here. This is the temperature of the engine. It's day 0, 7 o'clock, and the season is spring. This is the weather, what it is right now. All the weather and terrain, they can have an impact on your horsepower and on your speed. Okay, I did that real quick. I really hope I didn't confuse anybody with this. Okay, so the first task is to visit Valleyville. You can locate this on the map. We're right next to it, how convenient. Then you can set your waypoint here, and you can click Depart. Not long after setting out, you remember a story an old-timer once told you about some hapless trucker who got so tired while driving through the Dustlands that he fell asleep in the middle of a plague zone. The infected didn't let him sleep for very long. You'd think it might be wise to hire some help once you get to the city. Hint, you can hire new crew members at the bar. Makes perfect sense, right? That's the task. They basically want you to hire a second trucker. You don't have to. I mean, you can play the whole game by yourself if you want to. It's just not, I don't think it's smart, but okay, so we set out. Set out basically means to continue driving. Okay, so we arrived in Valleyville. You have arrived in Valleyville, a large city in the central Dustlands. A lawful place with abundant resources and well-built amenities. Okay, so we got some experience. This basically tells us what we picked up. We got some scrap. And we also were getting several deeds to land that we supposedly own. Alright, quickly, these stats. In the game you can get hungry, fatigued, stressed, and thirsty. And these, the hunger and the thirst are of course easy to manage with food and water, as long as you have a supply. Fatigue is kind of more difficult, because it depends kind of on the comfort level, how much you drive, if you have a second driver. Stress is probably the tricky one in the game, because there are several ways to get rid of stress. And we picked the gourmand, which basically means that eating greatly reduces stress. That doesn't mean that if we eat, that the stress stays around 6 or 5 points or something like that. This will go up until you get more better food that is actually lowering the stress even more. And that's what we try to do with hunting and foraging. We'll get to that later. Okay, so this is one of the cities on the map. It's a pretty big map. I don't even know how big it is. I've only played in this area, to be honest. But all these cities have different items that they produce, that they are requesting, that they're wanting, and also different amenities, services. So if we hover over Valleyville here, you can see the services in the top. They have a bar, a store, a library, repair shop, rent storage, blah, 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 blah. You can see what they need. They need certain items, and they produce certain items. The items that they produce are usually cheaper. The items that they need, they will pay you good money for. So in the beginning, you start trading a little bit between these cities. So this one, for example, if you're looking on the right-hand side, it produces flour. And this one needs flour. So this is going to be one of our little things that we pick up. We'll buy flour for a cheap price here and sell it more expensive here and make some money. That's kind of the plan. So back to the city. So the bar is a way to meet people. You can get frisky with people, which is a polite way of saying doing the dirty deeds. And then you can lower your stress that way. Hopefully we'll never do that. I have nothing against it, you know. It's just that it costs money and I prefer to actually lower my stress by eating food. So then you have people that sell junk. The junk in this game is actually stuff that you need to craft your gear and your items as you upgrade. Bounty, they will basically tell you to go hunt somebody or kill somebody. That can be very surprising because sometimes the easy ones are very, very tough to complete. So I usually stay away from these until I have like a couple of people I can fight. But you also have delivery quests, so you can speak to these people, and they are usually associated with a faction. This one isn't, but this one has the faction Milsac, faction Metropole. And the success rate means that it's your chance to speak to them, because some of them they don't want to talk to you. So if let's speak to this person, let's see what he has. And then every time you meet somebody, you get experience, and you usually get an impression of whether you like that person or not. Okay, Road Construction Bureau headquarters is awaiting a delivery of packages. So the packages are provided by client. This is important because sometimes they are not. You have to pick them up and then deliver them. Difficulty easy. You get this much in, well, reward. You can locate to see where this is at. We're here. They want us to deliver something here that is really not far away. So we'll just accept this one. Then we have this one, delivery for Milsac. Shockproof for the first time. Because they are incompatible, we don't like each other. So she probably is a packish eater, or she doesn't like eating much. We don't know that because we don't have the insight into her skills. Sometimes it will show, sometimes it doesn't, but we don't like each other much. Central gas station. It's easy, and this must be very close to us. It's only 700 and... yeah, this is really, really easy. We'll pick it up. The weight of the item is 500. Let's get task. Then it's another delivery. Metropole. Got experience. A load of art. Tyrannus. We actually are on our way to Tyrannus, so this is perfect. Now, keep in mind that this is all going into our truck, and it's going to raise the load that we basically carry. So you kind of have to be careful with that, because otherwise you get overloaded. You can see in the bottom right here that we're already overloaded. Good thing is that we can go to the repair shop. We have 6,000 scrap, and we can actually do our first upgrade, allowing us to store 2,000 more. It costs us 3,000 scrap. It doesn't solve the problem completely, but actually because of the 3,000 scrap, we lost that weight of 3,000 from the scrap itself. So now we're actually fine. So that is actually good. Alright, any other delivery? I think you can pick up 4. So the Dust Wolves, we don't have a good reputation with Dust Wolves. There's a chance that they don't want to talk to us. But let's do Dust Wolves, let's see. They actually are willing to talk to us. Swampy Glades. Weight is 500. Where's that located? Where are we? I would rather have something else. It's not far away, but it's not really perfect. Okay. Clunkertown, that is pretty close, I think. Provided by client. Let's see what this is. Well, we have one here, so we can actually combine these two. So that's not bad. Let's get this one. And I think this is it, because I think if I click again, I don't think I can pick this up. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I can have 4 delivery quests. Is there anything else here? We can see if there's anybody for hire. We have no information on what this guy is. Could be a good farmer, could be a good shooter, could be a very intelligent person. So let's see if we can interact and catch up. Nobody knows him, so we basically have no information, but it's a scholar, so we know that much. So we get a little bit of information. If you click on higher, sometimes you will see some of the stats. Intellect 40. That is really, really high. He's not very expensive. For the rest, he's utterly useless. He has very high virtue, and that can be an issue, because if you have some people in the truck that have low virtue, then they don't get along. And the 25 virtue is kind of scaring me. I wish he had less virtue, to be honest. But the 40 intellect, I'm not going to do it. 40 intellect is basically the max, as far as if I remember correctly, 40 is the highest. Okay, there's nobody else that we can hire? No, okay. Alright, anything else that we need to do here? Let's go to the store. You can see which items are being produced here, abundant items. I buy salt. And because you buy in an area that has an abundance of items, you make a profit, relatively speaking. You still spend money, but normally the base price is 28. We get it for 15.8. So the profit that we get on 10 items is about 121. Let's call it savings. So salt I really use quite a bit in the game. So I'll go to 40. Then we want to buy that flour. So at some point, if you keep buying more and more, you can see that the price actually goes up above base price, which is kind of normal. Some people say that this doesn't make sense because the more you buy, the cheaper it gets. But not if the store is going to run out of the item. Because for them, it's not like they will get a new item, the next day. So how much do we want to buy? Let's do 40, because I do want to keep some scrap. Because we basically save 182 scrap here, but on the other place where they are demanding or requiring flour, they will actually give you a profit too. So you kind of make a little bit of a profit that way. So we have flour. Looking at the map, do we want to go here first actually? No, I probably will go to Tyrannus. That's the main quest is taking us there. So they want flour, cloth, tea, and a bunch of shrooms. They need salt. So they need salt, so I can actually buy extra salt. What do they need? I can stop there. Tires, fruit, and rubber. I don't know if they sell any of that here. No. The thing is, when I buy salt now, because I bought it earlier, I don't get that much profit in it anymore. So I'll avoid that. Rations, you use that a lot in the game. That's basically how you eat. I'll just buy 20. And you can quickly look at the foods, how that works. Rations, description. It lowers your hunger by 95 points. That is really, really a lot. But it doesn't lower your stress. The stress is actually negative. You get 1 point of stress for every time you eat a rations. So if you look, for example, at vegetables, you can compare that. Vegetables, they lower less hunger, but they also relieve a little bit of stress. Especially if you start cooking, like pork and salt, you get some really good numbers. And in some cases, you actually save money, especially if you buy these things in places or you hunt them. But in towns, for example, where there's an abundance, it might be cheaper than rations, and it might actually do way better for your stress level as well, because rations don't do shit for your stress level. So that's basically the way I try to play the game. I want to hunt, forage, cook a little bit, and hopefully not be so dependent on rations. Okay, where do we want to go first? Let's go here. These little things here, these are like zones of interest, where you can find interesting things, or there might be a side quest that can be started. So we'll go here. It says that this was a syndicate supply station some years back. There ought to be some good stuff stashed around here. I'll go there, and then we'll go there. What is this thing? It's a military base that produces tires and ammo. It's good to know. This is very good to know, actually. So, we'll leave the city. Set out. And we'll find ourselves on the road a lot. can admire the moon. You can also watch the sunset. It lowers your stress a little bit. You stop. The important part about this game is that everything you do takes time. So if I, for example, stay in this spot and I would camp and sleep, this percentage is going to go up because this is an infected, slightly infected zone. But every hour that you stay here, this percentage goes up and you risk an attack. So we'll run into that because I actually like getting attacked. Okay, set out. Continue. I'll try to drink something silently myself. So we have arrived at that point of interest. And what do we find? 4 liquor. Liquor. Let me go there. Should be on the food. Oh, no, it's not. Liquor. There it is. Can be consumed to reduce stress. You do get drunk, though. So you have to keep that in mind. It's a setback, because if you're drunk, you can't drive. You're basically standing in the same spot for hours on end. And then you might get attacked. And you basically... I'm not even sure if the game lets you fight when you're drunk. But of course the outcome is not going to be promising. Also, because you will notice that to the next waypoint is 22 kilometers. These waypoints are not always these little flaggies that I put out. Let me go to the map. Because sometimes the waypoint is actually where the border is between 2 different zones. This is a forest. The moment you drive out of the forest, the first waypoint would be on the edge between the forest and the plains. Alright, let's set out. So, dust storms. Dust storms has a huge effect on your horsepower. Right now it's actually gone. It was a quickie dust storms, thank God. We gained 1 level and we have 1 trade point. And we have an encounter with a stray dog. You notice a small dog sitting beneath a road sign. It's barking at you. What do you do? These events don't have the same outcome. I've had this event before and I fed the dog and I got bitten. But I'm pretty sure that there's another random outcome associated with this. I can adopt it. The problem is I don't know what kind of dog it is. If it's, for example, a hunting dog. That's adopted. It's an attack dog, actually. That is pretty good. Because then we can actually equip this. It has an appetite of +5. That is really, really a lot. The thing likes to eat a lot. So the attack bonus that it's going to give us is based on the husbandry. I actually put it at in the beginning. I set it to 10. So this thing eats a lot. But it does increase your attack. So that is a good thing. We have a skill point. Let me see what I want to do with that. Intellect crafting. Now the husbandry, if I raise my husbandry by 3 points, it will actually raise my attack even more. So this is 15. I'm not going to do it though. Let's do forging. There we go. Anything else? Nope. That was actually a pretty nice event. Because yeah, like I said, it's kind of random. It's based on your skill points, and there's also of course a random number generator part of it all. Set out. Watch sunrise. I always do that because it lowers your stress a little bit. You can see this bars goes up. Drinking and eating is automatically. Sleeping, we have to stop. Stress is still very low, so we're doing good. That's what the automation is for. You can basically tell the game what you automatically want to do. I just let them automatically eat and stuff like that. I will control it at some point, to a certain extent. Let's go. You have arrived in Reedville. In the middle of this town lies a small pond, lush, seemingly connected to an aquifer. The pond, lush with reeds, is probably the most interesting thing about the place. Great. We get some experience. When you roll into town, an older gentleman waves you down. Are you folks also curious? He jogs up to the window of your cab. I've got a shipment here for the next town over, but my trailer's full up. Could you do me a huge favor and deliver it for me? Sure, why not? Little side quest there. Deliver these tanks of fuel over to the town next door. Okay, yeah. So that's a task. Deliver fuel. Actually, crew town. Where's it at? Right there. Sometimes kind of flashes here. Okay. Doesn't know if it wants a tooltip on the left side or the right side, I think. See? We don't have much, but I don't think... Was this the place where we were actually going to sell stuff? I think it was, right? Scarce item, flour. So if you look here, for example, you can see this. The moment I start selling, the storage in the truck, the weight actually goes up, because scrap weighs more than flour. See it? So if you drive around with a lot of scrap on you, it's kind of detrimental for, you know, how much you can really carry around in goods. Okay, so somebody wants to skip ahead in line. I'm going to refuse, but sometimes it doesn't mean anything. Okay. Because sometimes actually the person, the store sales clerk or whatever, will let them go in front anyways, and then you lose some reputation. But yeah, this was for us to make profit, so I'm like, you know, buzzer off, you're first. And for the rest, we don't have anything interesting that we can buy here. Fruit, water pooler. No, we don't need that. We can check the bar. We have 4 deliveries, so we cannot pick up anything else. Anybody to hire? Let's see, what is this? Catwoman? Catch up. No one knows that person. I don't know what this catching up means. It's an animal handler. Let's see what the skills are. What do we have? Yeah, 20 husbandry. So if we give her the dog, she would actually have more attack power. The problem is, her attack power is not really impressive as it is. Speech. Yeah, you don't really see the other numbers. And then you run into this issue that fishing and hunting, this is what I meant, it will draw my... will literally drain my average. It's completely down. Forget it. And for 2,000? No, not gonna do it. We have somebody from the Dust Wolves. Oh, this looks like an experienced trucker. Yeah, I'm not gonna flirt. Let's catch up. Nobody knows this person. What's their deal? Okay. We'll get some... It's a hitman, so it might be good at shooting. Focus, we don't see. Ah, this sucks. He might have 30 focus. 15 attack, that's pretty decent. For the rest, it's not really super bad. Is there any other way that I can get some more information about this guy? Yeah, if I buy him a drink, that costs like 300. Let's do this. If I buy him a drink, it will actually stress me out. Yeah, we'll do it. Okay, we know... So what did I do then? Did he just disappears? What's the point then of talking to this guy? Okay, that's kind of bizarre. I was not familiar with that at all. So now we're drunk, so we can't drive. So in order for me to leave this place, I basically would either have to sober up. I think you can do that. Can you do that in a bar, in a bathroom maybe? Okay. Still feels drunk. How much water do you want me to... Ah, come on. See, it costs time, but more importantly, it costs water. Well, that was a bad interaction there. Okay, so we have to go here. They want tires, fruit, and rubber. Hey, they actually produce fruit here. Okay, that's good. Item, fruit. Let's see. I usually, if the base price is 25, I try to go to 20. Like that. That's too much. Oh, that was perfect. So we make 5. Well, we save 5 for every single item. And we sell that somewhere else. Is there anything else? We have 1,500. This is kind of important. In the beginning, you kind of really have to try to figure out what you're going to buy, what you're going to trade to get gold, so you can actually, or scrap, so you can actually start expanding on your crew. So they produce fuel, clothing, and milk. Fuel is interesting for us. Do we want to stop here? It should be okay. Let's stop here. And then we go over here. The guy who asked you to deliver this fuel didn't even leave his contact info. This sinister thought crosses your mind. I always pray lawful... What is it? Lawful good? So we should keep our word. Ah, we got 1 virtue. How are we doing on... Yeah, we're getting kind of fatigued here. So we can camp. It's a fairly safe zone here. but it's too close to the city border. So we're going that direction. You will see that this 81 kilometers, this waypoint, is actually the city border, I think. So let's open the map. Let's drive. Go back to the map. See, and now we should be able to stop and camp. It's not as safe anymore. Let's sleep. So now we're all wide awake. We can continue our journey. So these are plains, there's not much to do. You can do really foraging or hunting or fishing here. Next waypoint. Oh, it looks like we didn't trigger this event. We didn't go far enough. Okay, we'll do it on the way back. Cargo containers. You come across a bunch of cargo containers just sitting there out in the open. The original owner seems to have abandoned them, though you aren't sure why. Do you want to crack them open? Yeah, sure. Could be a whole like army of zombies in there. It's pretty decent. We'll do 3 hours. And we get attacked. You pop open one of the containers to find a bunch of them. Okay, great. Yeah, great. This is a pretty high number. It is daytime. I can have a look. Let's fight. So the combat is really funny because every single turn they will get one step closer, and your accuracy with shooting goes up. So right now we are at 67, so that is pretty decent. So let's shoot. They have 42 hit points. That is really a lot though. So end turn, there's nothing we can do. Shoot. As long as we keep hitting them, that's fine. The moment they get to the truck, you can do either you can throw some Molotov cocktail if you have them, for example, or explosives. And you can do melee attack. Or melee attack is 15. The moment they get here, we start with the attack. So if they only have like, right now they have 28 health left. If they have 14 health left, as far as I know, if you then do the melee attack, you kill them instantly and they won't even touch you. That's as far as I know. So let's get that down. Uh-oh. Well, right now we're going to be at 100%. 102%. So they're at 15. So we should be okay. So I can actually shoot and do the melee attack as far as I know. Okay, perfect. You get only 23 experience. You get more experience if you drive into a new town. Anything else here? No, let's go on. We delivered that fuel for the old guy. So he disappears, blah, 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 blah. We gained some experience. And we actually got 600 fuel as a bonus. So that's really nice. So yeah, Crew Town is specialized in any kind of oil drilling and stuff like that. So we got 252 experience for driving into Crew Town. It's a new town. It's more experience than we got for doing the quest and for killing all those infected. So that's kind of strange, to be honest, but it is what it is. What is in the store? Abundant. We want to buy some fuel. Let's use a slider here actually. Let's go to 0.56, give or take. Let's stay at 0.5. Nope, not 6. So 600 scrap. It leaves us with 900. But we have a lot of fuel. We don't need clothing or milk. We still have those 4 delivery tasks, so let me look at that. Because one is here. Is there anything that they need? Salt, sugar, beer, bread, seasoning. They don't produce any of this. What do they need? Wheat, sugarcane, fruit, vegetables, wood, chicken. They produce rations, ore, and scrap. Let's go through the forest. The forest is one of the worst places to drive. You go extremely slow there, but it allows us to hunt and do some foraging. So let's go here. Let's do this. Otherwise, you might not go in the forest. Let's double check here. Anything else? We don't need to repair anything. We can check our tires. Check tires. Where's that? Now we have to probably be on the road. For the rest, there's really not much to do here. We're tired though, but and we will automatically drink. Okay, so we basically have to do take a little nap outside of town. Set out. So this should be here. Crew fatigue, camp. I hope we don't get attacked again. Perfect. We're all feeling better. And the moment we get in the forest, I will kind of stop. So there you go. Let's do first foraging. It's not a dangerous zone, so we should be okay. Let's do 1 hour and 30 minutes. So we get some mushrooms. You can forage a couple of times. But every single time this goes up. So I'm going to set out until this goes back down again. Then I will stop and do maybe some hunting. The other thing is you don't want to get attacked at night, because there's a penalty of 50% to your accuracy. So that basically means that as far as my shooting is concerned, I can only get the maximum accuracy of 50%. Not 100 anymore. So I'm not sure if it's smart to do hunting now, but let's do it. We don't pick up any signs. I'm not going to risk it again. Well, actually I am. No signs. Okay, that's enough for me. Let's go. Because it also makes you tired and all that stuff and starts stressing you out. But you can see the impact here. There's a -3 impact on the horsepower. The total horsepower that we have is, I believe, 5. Okay, so we're in the forest. What time is it? It's almost midnight. See, this number is higher, so this risk factor will go up faster the higher this number is, of course. Now I'm going to keep driving. Let's go here. 50 kilometers until we are out of the forest. We're literally crawling. If it rains, you sometimes come to a full stand, full standstill. There we go. Not faster. Okay. We improve relations because we have also a delivery here. We have 1400 scrap and 3 clout. You have arrived in Tyrannus, a large city located in the middle of the Dustlands. Some say it stood here long before society fell to pieces. After the fall, with capital F, military peacekeeping forces garrisoned the city and built defenses here, preparing for an onslaught by infected hordes. Now, the city is run by democratically elected government. So the fall is capitalized because that is the event before the apocalypse, kind of like the nuclear bomb or whatever. You get experience again, you got a trade, we have to talk to the mayor about our deed. I'm not going to read this all. We're there to talk to the deed. He doesn't want to honor the deed. He basically says that you have to do something for that. It's a really annoying mayor. So we'll do some trade. So he wants us to... I will read this part though. One of our main problems is with our lovely neighbor, the city of Civitas. We have to pay them an extortionate service fee every month, or else they send raiders to steal everything that isn't nailed down. So Civitas is the city to the south here. And he wants me to go check that out, because he thinks that there's a spy or a mole in his city that is working alongside Civitas. I'll just give you the TLDR on this one. Because they either attack, and they always know when to attack and what to steal, as if they have a mole planted in the city here. The mayor wants us to find out who that is. So we got a whole bunch of quests now. There's no rush with this. You don't have to start doing it first of all, which we are not. Store. I thought we had something like salt. I can sell a little bit of salt here. Let's sell... Actually quite a profit, see that? Get 20 more per unit. So let's do... this. Now, what is abundant here? Now, rations. We still have 84... Well, I'm gonna buy some more. Always buy low, sell high. Firm. Wood, mats, building materials. Okay, we have 2,500. Truck is a little bit steamy there. Let's go to the bar. Is there anything that we know about this guy? Photographer. I don't know what that implies. Yeah, we don't see much here. So if I buy him a drink, he walks. If I catch up, what does that give me? Nothing. So is there anything that I can interact? Because I figured if you buy him a drink, well, you get drunk, but at least you know what his stats are. But he completely disappears. So nada, I guess. I mean, there's nothing. I don't see the... Because we can see more information if our crew focus is higher. My focus is only, was it 10? So that's not really great. This person might not even want to talk to us. Catch up. Nobody knows him. At least we'll... Oh, okay. So they would not be good sitting together in a cabin. They don't like each other at all right off the bat. Okay, great. Good to know. We have one delivery open, of course, because we turned one in, so we have one spot free. Tyrannus, electrician, Reedville, provided by client. Isn't that the town right above us? Okay, that is fine. That's perfect. That gives us 4. Good to go. Library. Library allows you to research blueprints. You need books for that. We have 95 books. So some of the things you want to learn, you can see all the different topics here. So you can do combat driving, make your truck stronger, drive better in certain terrains, certain weather, clothing, headwear, gun parts. There's a lot of stuff. So combat, what I usually do is I'll buy the front cannon, or try to craft and develop the front cannon. But in order to get there, let's see where it's at. I don't see the cannon rack. Here we go. That will increase your accuracy for the whole crew by 10% with shooting. So we want to learn that. You need intellect level 5. We have, I think, 13. So we have 2 books and we will learn it. Doesn't mean you craft it, but at least it's available. When you have the resources, you can craft it at that moment. And the other thing that I want is that, let's see here, cannon rack goes into front cannon. So I'm going to learn that one. And driving, I don't do that in the beginning. We don't care about the hull right now. Terrain, it requires a lot of resources, so I don't usually bother with that in the beginning because I don't have these resources yet. You can see we need, for example, 12 widgets. Weather, projectile, like Molotovs and some are actually unlocked. So if we have 3 more pig iron, I could actually craft explosives. Requires crafting level 10, which we do have. Headwear. This is kind of interesting because you can get certain skill levels up, like charm and fitness. Fitness. The higher your fitness, the longer it takes for you to get tired while driving. So that's very handy to have. But you can also say, I want to be better at foraging, or you want to be better at husbandry or farming. So you can buy all this kind of headgear. It's pretty cool. Clothing, same deal. Mostly it's based on defense. Some have like a charm bonus. Gun parts, a gun. We'll get to that at some point. Right now, I don't want to bother with it yet. Resources, this can be interesting because these can be upgrades for your truck. You have 10 slots where you can add an additional part that will improve your truck overall. I'll show that in a moment. Let's see if I can find it. I thought it was on the resources, but it might not be. It might be on the other. Seating pad, this is important. We don't have the resources. We'll learn it. Then dining table eventually is very, very nice because eating relieves 3 fatigue. It's just that it takes quite some resources. I've actually never played that far in a game to get that thing because I usually focus on other stuff. The other thing is a radiator. This is, see, it's kind of easier to craft. It doesn't require that many resources. So let's learn that one. And then the improved radiator right below. Okay. Let's leave it at that. We have 68 books left, because we also need the books to level up all little truckers in the cabin. We're really tired. We have a skill point. Let's go on focus, because some people don't want to talk to me. Can I do focus? Right here. Costs 5 books. And then we can sleep in the inn. You can say, I just want a normal standard room. If you do the VIP suite, which is more expensive, you will actually lose some of your fatigue and a little bit of your stress. But right now we're fine. Okay, so we have the 4 deliveries. We're here. We are looking for the mall, blah 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 blah. So this deed for the land that we have here, we have to kind of work for. This is where we have another deed. We have some quests all over the place. We do have a... This is actually part of the main quest line. He wants us to go to Civitas to see if we can figure out who the mall is in this town. What do they need? Rations, wood. I think we still produce rations here, right? And wood. Rations, wood, salt, pork. Okay. We already bought rations, so the deal that I get on that is not going to be great. Let's buy some wood. Go to 20 again. Whoa, that was fast. Yeah, that's not much. Let's go a little bit higher then. Let's do 40. Okay, so we can sell that at one place. This is... Basically, there's nothing here yet. We can actually start activating this town. It's going to be our little town, which is awesome. Over here, sometimes it's handy to actually look to see what services they have. So in Wheatstock here, they have a bar and a store. They don't have an inn, so we don't have the chance of a VIP night's rest. But we can sleep on a truck. Yeah, let's get going. We can drive through these mountains, where you can kind of sometimes get through a little bit, but you don't want to deal with that either way. This way, and then this way. How are we doing on ammo, food, 49 days, 10 spare tires. Water could be a little bit more. Let's go. There we go. First encounter with tornado. Uh-oh. I'm gonna wait it out. Okay. So we were lucky. We didn't get touched by the tornado. Hey, see. Welcome to the stream. You missed all my explanation on my interface tutorial, so I hope you can follow it, but it's kind of self-explanatory. You will see me click. I will slow it down a little bit. Alright, where are we at? Let's check the map. So right now it wants us to drive through the mountains, which we don't want. So we'll just drag this little waypoint here. Right now we have 1 trucker out of 4. You can expand on this. The maximum is 8. The more truckers you have, the more they eat and drink in your truck. So it's really great because you have a better defense force, you have more attack power, hopefully a couple of guns, but it's one of the interesting aspects of this game, this balance. Finding the right balance, because also you can hire people that you're going to put down in your city that can do work for you in your town. So that is what makes it so interesting. Oh, when this bar gets orange, that means that we're getting really tired. If they get too tired, that means that they will not defend themselves even when getting attacked by zombies. They would prefer to sleep at that moment. So I'm going to camp. And I'm going to sleep. Might be risky, might be a little bit risky. And it's snowing now. So that has an impact on the horsepower again of -1, but we'll just set out and keep going. Where are we at? Oh, we're almost there. You have arrived in Wheatstock, a small town in the middle of the Central Plains, with fertile soil suitable for farming. But due to its proximity to a number of major cities, most of its young people have moved away, leaving only the old-timers behind. That's the story of any farm town these days. Get some experience. There's an old woman that wants us to do stuff. She will pay us with 40 food. No, I have other stuff to do. It's kind of dilapidated here. There's an inn and a bar. Oh, that's weird. I didn't see... Did we hover over this? See, it doesn't say inn. The top of the screen is services. Bar and store. Does it normally never say inn? Is that one of the services that doesn't show? Interesting. I wasn't aware of this. Because this one has definitely an inn. Tyrannus. So I guess inn is not considered a service. Because there are towns that definitely do not have an inn. So I'm surprised to see an in here. So we actually would be able to get a good sleep here, but we have to pay for that. Okay, we have some items on us that they want to have, like wood. So we're going to sell that for a profit. So you can see that we get 33 for each unit, whereas normally it would only be worth 25. So we're making quite some profit here. Confirm. And somebody wants to go in front. I refuse. So they probably don't like us at all anymore because that was the Dust Wolves. We still have reputation of 3, okay. So, what do they have to sell that is really good? Tires is very handy to have. I'll buy 6 tires. There's only 185. The weight is negligible. Should I really buy 10? Let's buy 10. Because we need that ourselves. We don't need any wheat or sugarcane. The next place where we're going to go is here. And then we can settle our own town here. So you actually join at the right moment, see? We have to go here and then we actually going to establish our own little town. It's a really cool aspect of the game. We can check the bar if there's anybody that we can hire. Nobody to hire. A lot of people to get frisky with. Delivery, delivery, delivery. We all have that. So what I can try to do is, if you go to crafting, other, these are the ones that we have unlocked. So with the radiator, for example, we need 2 pig iron and 1 leather. The seating pad is also really great, but that requires more resources. So let's just radiator and iron. That was a radiator and iron or radiator and pig iron? Oh, pig iron and leather. Okay, stupid me. Go to the bar, click on one of these guys. We want to buy junk from this guy. Let's see what he has. So he has connectors, widgets, gears. He doesn't have any of that stuff that we are looking for. So we're leaving. What's this one? I don't even know which one it was. Widgets, connectors. Okay, so was that same one? No, they're actually leaving. See, there's people leaving here. Let's talk to the robot. Oh, it's a delivery guy. So the 2 junk people actually sold the same stuff. They don't sell anything of the pig iron or leather. So it's kind of a random. You kind of have to be lucky. Alright, how are we doing? We're a little bit tired, but not much. A little bit stressed. Let's see what we have. Because we did actually forge for some mushrooms. So what I did is actually, because I really looked into this strategy of cooking your own food, and I think it's really worth it. So for example, I have pork, we have salt. So let's actually leave the city. We're gonna go, this is a side quest, might be interesting. Let's go there. I will actually cook on the way. Admire the moon, that lowers the stress a little bit. And let's set out. There's an abandoned AFV. I don't know what AFV stands for. ATV, I am familiar with. AF, all. What is the F? Okay. It's been stripped. We can check it out, but what are we going to find here? Okay, the infection in this zone is really 0, so let's do 2 hours. A few supplies. We found 44 ammo, that is actually pretty decent. This might actually be a good place to camp. Oh, we're still in the city zone. Okay. Bummer. 36. Okay, let's go. So, now we should be able to camp. It's a higher risk. But... no, hold on. Kitchen. Cook. So you can combine stuff like pork and salt. You cook one single item, you can cook in bulk. We have 10. The more you cook, the longer it takes, the higher this percentage is going to go up, and the higher your risk is that you're going to get attacked by zombies while you're making a nice piece of barbecue pork. Okay, so now we cooked normal salt roasted skewers. The thing is that the higher your cooking skill is, the more chance you have of making better than normal. I think it's called advanced, and you can also, I think, actually cook legendary food. And they have better stats than normal food, of course. So, let's go here, here, food. So now we have these salt roasted skewers. I can do this. This is not counting against my time, so I can do this all day long here. As long as I don't do any event that takes time. So if you can look at the description, it relieves 86 in hunger and 36 in stress. Now, the thing is that rations, they cost, I think the base price of ration is 50. They lower 95, but they actually give you 1 point of stress. It's a negative here. It's a red number here. So I did actually some calculations on how much does salt cost, how much does pork cost, and if you really buy the stuff at places that have an abundance of them, so you get a good deal on them, or you hunt them yourself, for example, like birds and bunnies or whatever it is, then you actually can save a lot of money because this will lower your stress on top of the hunger relief. 36 is really, really quite a bit. So you don't get a ration, so you can buy these rations, and yeah, they don't do anything for your stress. So that's why I want to do the strategy of actually cooking. You can make a fruit salad. We can do that actually too, kitchen. Hopefully we don't get attacked. You can fruit and vegetables, you can combine those. And in the game you find more recipes. I just experimented with the stuff that I had in the beginning, so I kind of ran accidentally into some recipes that seemed to work. So you have normal, unfortunately. So the cooking of the crew is my own guy right now. I thought I had more than 10, but it's 10. So cooking is one of those skills that is the highest cooking stat. So if I get myself to, let's say, cooking skill level 20 or 30, I'm going to be cooking better food. And the cooking is not getting worse because of other people that might normally lower that skill, that drag that skill down. Like with hunting. If I have hunting skill 30 and I put some other people in there, they will drag my skill down, so it lowers my chance of success. With cooking you don't have that. It's all dependent on the person with the high cooking skill, which right now is me, because I'm the only one besides my imaginary friends. So let's have a look here. We have a salad. It's not as much as the skewers, but it relieves 50 hunger and 20 stress. So it's not bad, you know. Instead of just focusing on hunger, you actually lower your stress at the same time. And we're going to go over to the side quest. We're not too tired. Should be okay. Well, this is not just desert, see. There's different areas. So you have plains, forest. You also apparently have volcanoes and glaciers, I think. I haven't been there yet. While driving to the Dustlands, you picked up a strange radio frequency. It seems to be a repeating SOS signal, broken up only by a pre-recorded voice reading out a set of coordinates. You check the coordinates against your map and find that it's not too far from your current location. Let's go there. Why not? What could possibly go wrong? A small cabin. I've done this quest before, but like I said, the outcome there's a random factor to it. It's not always the same outcome. It depends on your character and, you know, the random number generator. Okay. I know that knocking on the door is normally not wise, because there could be a whole army of zombies sleeping in there, like we kind of had with the containers that we encountered earlier. Open the door. See, if you have a high crew focus, you can actually observe, and it would be safer to do that earlier, but I don't have that luxury, so I either knock. I'm not going to knock here. I'm going to open the door. The moment you open the door, you're knocked unconscious from behind. Oh man. We lost 1 bread. This event normally goes further. This is really a shame. So the random factor was against me, and we got unconscious. We lost 1 bread. That was the whole side quest here. Ah, that's a bummer. In the series that I'm doing on the channel, I run into this quest as well, and I actually got another trucker who was really very, very obnoxious. But that's besides the point. But it's a whole long event, and yeah, okay. That's the randomness of it all. Okay, so we were here. We have to go here. So we are going to go through the swamp. The swamp is can be troublesome because you cannot camp, so you can only have limited amount of rest. So you cannot sleep. You can only rest along the roads. There's a thing here. I'm just gonna go straight here. Hold on. Reset. Straight here. This is gonna be a little town. Well, let's make it beautiful. Part. Now the other thing is, I should have mentioned this. If you go to food, they will automatically eat the food unless you tell them not to eat it. I don't want them to eat fruit. Bread is fine, whatever they want to do with it. I'm not sure what you can cook with bread, so let's actually turn it off. So right now the only food that they will automatically eat is these rations. So you're wondering, why do you have the stress food then? That is because I can do it manually. I can, for example, right now he's really tired, by the way. He gets really tired really, really fast. See, I'm in the swamp, so I can't camp. I can only rest. And that only takes a little bit away. And in the meantime, you spend more time in one spot and you get that percentage goes up. Let's do once more. But let's say that he is very... Because I know it looks like a female, but it's a him. Again, I don't mind. Let's say that we're very stressed. I can actually manually tell him to eat certain things, because even though it's forbidden for him to automatically eat it, I can simply say, well, you're a little bit stressed, let's eat some fruit platter. And then it will lower the stress. So you kind of manually control the good food that way, for when it's really needed. For the rest, they can eat rations all day long. If they're too stressed, I will help them out. So this is very tricky, because it's still quite a ways. Are we going through the mountains here, or is it still swamp? Interesting. I'm not sure if that's going to be mountains, because we can camp in the mountains, but it goes super, super slow. You have to cool the engine. Kind of overheating here. And we spend more and more time here, so every single hour, you have right now a chance of 5%. I think it's per hour that you're going to get attacked. So, let's get going. Until this is lower, we have an oasis. Okay, I know there's a random factor. I've never found the oasis. Every time I do it, it's like a Fata Morgana. It doesn't exist. The oasis fades away, and we're getting really depressed about this. No, we don't like this, and that's that. So, we're still in the wetland, okay? Oh, we might take advantage of this. Dust storms. We can drive anyways. Well, we would be able to drive really slow. The dust storms have a huge impact on our horsepower, so we will be crawling. So I might as well camp, even though it is 14 here. Let's sleep. And as we do so, the dust storm is gone. It's a win-win, right? Okay, let's go. I'm pretty excited to get to that little town, because that's really where you can start building your own settlement. It's really a cool aspect of the game. And that's why this whole balancing comes into play, because you can have people in your truck, but you can also have people at your settlement, so to speak, that do jobs for you or protect your settlement. You have arrived in Starlight City. Once a small village, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So we go to the mayor again. This mayor is actually very happy to give us the land. So we're all very surprised. I'll just do the TLDR on this one. We have basically nothing. So he gives us some building materials so we can start expanding slightly. Hint. Upgrading buildings in the city will provide you with a steady stream of resources. Quest is turning the lights back on, but that is a quest. We don't have to worry about that right now. I'll show it to you. It wants us to get to prosperity level 18. So this is a town that we can basically manage. So no, we had a land deed here. So this is part of a property, and we had a deed that we inherited. Just like we had a deed here, but he's not willing to give up the town. He wants us to do some kind of long ass quest first before we get that one. But we had a land deed here, so we kind of inherited this hole in the wall, this, what is it, landfill. So we can actually manage that and bring it up to speed again. So you go to manage the city, and then you have certain buildings that you can upgrade or actually start installing. So the first thing that we want to do, there's a dried up water pump. The prosperity level in the city right now is 3. Some buildings are dependent on getting a higher prosperity. We cannot, for example, build a procurement office because we need the prosperity level 4 before that is actually available to us. But that doesn't take much. So we do have a depot, so we can actually store some of the things in the truck over there if we wanted to. But let's start with the water pump. Water is really important in this game, because a lot of it is like you kind of see in this kind of desert plains and stuff. So we need to upgrade. In order to upgrade, it costs us 1 material, and we only need prosperity 0, so this is good to go. Now, this is the prosperity that the current situation gives us. The dried out water pump gives us 0 prosperity. The moment we upgrade, it will give 1, so this should go to 4. Okay, so now it's an ordinary water pump. It's the max. We cannot upgrade anymore, it's the max level. It's just a water pump. Then, we want to build some walls. Run down defenses. The next level will give us actually 2 prosperity on top of it. We have 1 materials, You can upgrade. The thing is that until you hit prosperity level 10, your town will not get attacked. The moment you hit 10, there's a chance it will get attacked by infected. So you better have somebody on that wall with a gun, or somebody with a really good melee attack, because you're going to need it. The other thing that I normally do is we're going to go to the farm, so we can actually grow some vegetables and fruit, or whatever we want to do. So to upgrade one material, prosperity 5, we have 6. Good to go. And we have 4 materials left. So we have prosperity 7. Now, you can see here that there's jobs. The farm is not going to produce by itself. You have to assign somebody. And this can be somebody that you put in your truck and then drop off. So we'll actually pick up some people. You can see the skill that is required. Now, it's not, for example, if you have farming skill 14 or 10 or something like that, you can still do this job. You just produce less than what you would expect. So right now, 7 days. You will produce 10 wheat if you have farming skill 15. If you have 10, you will probably produce 5. And yes, this is 7 days in game. Night and day, night and day. So some it produces a lot faster, like water here. You produce 3 water every single day. It only requires farming skill 5. So if you have assigned somebody with farming 20, it could very well be that you get 10 or 12 water a day. But right now we cannot assign anybody because I'm the only one in the truck. So we're kind of looking at what kind of buildings we want to do. There's no rush with this because there's also no maintenance. I don't pay maintenance on this. There's no rush. I have 4 building materials left. So we know we need a couple of farmers to get stuff going here. And there is a library, so you can always research your blueprints here and save the game. You can repair. There is a bar, but the bar doesn't really do much because the labor market is where you can normally find people that can craft or can, for example, do farming. But your town is too small, so the labor market is not open yet. So in order to get the labor market, you need 12 prosperity. 12 prosperity means that your city runs the risk of getting attacked. So I think you only should do that when you're really ready for it, and you have somebody who's really good at shooting that you can put on the wall and defend your city. Because otherwise, you're just rushing it and expanding too fast, and you're going to regret it, I think. So we have somebody to buy junk. Let's see what they offer. Foil, glass, leather. You needed leather. We'll buy that. Because also these resources here for crafting, they call this junk. Fiber, scrap paper, iron, you name it, big iron, all that stuff. You can actually find on certain spots on the map like these salvage spots, these landfills. You know, so we can actually stop there, find a couple of these resources. They're usually higher infected. You can see the infection is 15. So it's not as if you can hang around there for days. Also, these have a salvage level, as you can see on the right hand side. That means that you can salvage up until that level goes to 0. Every time you salvage, I think it will actually lower in value. So if you do salvage 3 times, there would be nothing left to salvage until it respawns or resets. I do think they reset, but I've never salvaged down to 0, so... Okay, so we have a little town. Nothing is going on because we don't have a farmer, so we're not generating anything. At some point, you can actually trade with different factions, but we have no personnel, so there's nothing we can do here. Which is really, really interesting. So the moment you can actually start producing and there's a trade deal available that is good for you, then they will every once a week, I believe, they come and they will pay you or they will trade goods and items for you. And see, you're asking if there's more places than one. Yes, there is. So I don't really... I think there's 4 that you're going to get. See, it says your cities. This is some kind of long distance radio. Who do you want to contact? If I click on your cities, these are 4 cities that you can, I think, easily take over. I've never done that. I've only done Starlight City. This one is in a mountain somewhere. But then also we have that big city where we have a land deed for. So this is a whole different aspect of the game because it shows that you can purchase crats. And crats is kind of like, I have no kind of similar to cloud, reputation, leverage. I don't know how you describe that. And I think you can use those crats to actually start working against the current owner in certain towns, so you can actually take that town over. But I've never gone that far. I've tried building this up, and because it takes quite a while, because you're also on the road a lot, and you're trying to find good people, and you have to drop these people off, you have to make sure you have fuel, water. It's pretty intense. It's not like you're lounging back and everything will go by itself. It's pretty intense. So, but I just love this game. So, we have an apartment here. It's a basically a run-down apartment, but we can sleep there. It's not a VIP suite. We have some time tasks. One is in 4 days. Reedsville. That is not too far, right? Is that the one where we came from? Is this Reedsville? 4 days to get there. I don't think... I'm not sure if I can go through here. This is kind of... So the blue circles, by the way, means where you have quests. So we have a delivery here. You can see it on the bottom right there. Just for an art festival, we have to deliver some art. They are waiting some packages from us. This is where the main quest is, so that's not the delivery. This is a delivery. And this is a delivery. So I'm not sure if I can go through there. I'll have to see if I go here. No, it doesn't let me go through. Oh man. Because I don't like going through this swamp. And fetid swamp sounds worse than normal swamp. Should I really go this way? Or this way? Okay, let's see here. If we go this way... This is a forest. Let's go that way, this way. And they produce fuel, tires, rations. They need none of that. They need tires. So then we go here, here, here. Let's first make sure that we have enough food for 45 days, 20 spare tires, ammo is enough, water is enough. We slept. Let's go. Yeah, that's the problem. You want to make sure that when you hit the road that you have your resources, because you don't want to be stuck somewhere and then like stressing about the fact that you hardly have any fuel. It's not enjoyable and it can literally cost you the game. The game is very, very harsh about this. So right now we have 0 horsepower. We might as well try to collect some rainwater, which in this case is all bad water because we don't have a water filter yet. That will come at some point. You can actually install that. I don't think I have enough resources for the radiator, so we have the leather now. I need the pig iron. Is it actually here the rain? Here. So if you build this item, I cannot learn it because I'm not in a library, but it's not difficult to make. Collecting rainwater provides a small amount of clean water. And I'm not sure what that is dependent on. If it's a random factor. Usually it's about 5 dirty water and 2 clean water, for example. But let's collect some rainwater. This goes up, by the way. But you should know that by now, because I've said it so many times. Alright. We're in the forest. We'll be in the forest for a while, so we'll set out. And we're going to try to see if we can hunt. See, the problem with the forest is it's just a huge impact on your horsepower. You're just crawling here. So let's stop. Let's hunt. We have no trail. I'm going to try it again. We're only at 1%. Ah, we found something. Doesn't mean that we're going to automatically kill it. This is a whole quest by itself. You can click here, locate, see where we have to go. Reset. We're going to go that direction. Hopefully get a chance. The hunting they changed with a recent patch. And frankly, it's more difficult now. It's quite an ordeal. 3%. Now I'm gonna get going. I don't want to fight at night. The penalty is just really big. Okay. Here's the deer. Very far away. We have 34% chance. The alertness of the deer is 0. The distance is 10. Now the art is to bring this deer closer to us while not really making it freak out. So you have several things. So we can approach. We have 25% chance to successfully approach and lower the distance. But you can also hunt right now. 34% chance shooting is really not great. You can hide and it will lower the alertness, but right now the deer has no alertness, so there's no point for us to hide. So if you hide, you lower the alertness and then you can then approach and try to sneak closer. So this is kind of, you constantly click these buttons here. But you can also observe, predict prey actions and increase action. This is actually the next action success, I think it should say. So let's do observe. Okay. The success rate of your next action has increased by 25%. Now the deer might still be moving. We get closer. We get closer. So strange, right? We get closer, but the chance of successful hunting is down to 1%. So I'm not really sure why that is. Distance 1, alertness 2. So I think that's what's going to do next turn. So if I do approach... Okay. Approach failed. Ah, damn it. This is quite an ordeal, as I said. Because we are not good at hunting. I only have skill level 10 at hunting, so let's do observe again. I kind of rushed through it, because right now the deer is already really panicking, freaking out here. Okay. So they're thinking it's going to be this. So yeah, my chances of approaching is it's just really... Let's do hide. Yeah, it's almost completely gone. Okay. Yes, because we have been doing this for a while, it's now going to up this little number here. So now you run the risk of getting attacked. It's kind of strange, right? The distance is now 7, and the chance of successful hunt is 4, even though in the beginning it was far away and we had 34% chance. See, because all these percentages are really, really low. So if I'm going to sit here, I'm going to run the risk of getting attacked at night by a bunch of infected. I'm just going to approach. I failed again. So yeah, basically hunting is for us, it's not doable. Our skill is just too low. So I might as well do this. Everything failed here. Even though we're getting closer, apparently. I'm just going to hunt. Okay. So we did get a skill bonus because of the ordeal that we went through, but yeah, the hunting skill is really too low. 10 is really not good enough anymore. I think I was 10. So now we're 13. Yeah, it's really not good enough. It's just too much time consuming, this. So yeah, because you have your actions that affect the prey, and the prey has itself actions. It might see stuff, it might be startled by stuff. So there's like a double random factor involved. So unless you're really good at hunting, it's not really worth it. They really changed it and it really kind of ruined the whole hunting aspect, which is kind of painful because that's kind of the strategy I want to use. Okay, let's... Yeah, because I want to do some foraging. We find 12 shrooms. It's not as good as meat, but still. Oh, there we go. Where are we at? Oh, this is so long. We don't want to get too tired. Let's go. Oh. We have an event. Pile of corpses. Sounds promising. You find a gruesome pile of dead bodies by the side of the road. Simple travelers, from the look of their equipment, you're unsure what misfortune befell them. What do you want to do? If we bury them, it's good for our virtue. But you're standing in an infected zone, so you end up burying them and getting attacked yourself, of course, right? In the dark. If we move on, I'm not sure if that has an effect on my virtue. I don't want to risk this at night. If it's daytime, it's a whole different story. So now it's daytime. I'm crawling. Oh, this is going to take a while. I should stop, camp, and sleep. Engine is fine. We're doing fine in stress. A dust storm in 3 hours. Fantastic. I might use that moment to do some more foraging or something. Okay. One mushroom. That's the thing though, because this is considered one forest. It also looks at the foraging you have done in this forest, so that takes a while to restore and reset and regrow, I guess. At some point it will literally tell you can't forage anything else, there's nothing to forage. Oh. Yeah, you can see that the total impact of horsepower is -6 combined. And I think this truck has, where do I see that number? I think we have 4 or 5 horsepower total. So we can't do anything. So I can camp. It's tricky because this is quite a high percentage, but the weather is better now. Let's go. Admire moon. Lowers the stress. I can do it again, but I'm not going to stand here. Weather forecast, nothing, so that is fine. Okay, we'll have something that we can search here. Hopefully get some scrap, some big iron or whatever it is. Because in order to study blueprints, you need to be in a library, but not to craft them. You can just craft them on the road as far as I know. Your crew is exhausted. Camp. Sleep. We should be almost there, right? Yeah, we're almost there. Everything else is fine. Well, let's see. I can actually manually... Oh, we have a skill point, by the way. The shrooms, I don't want them to eat that, though. Because right now you can see the shrooms actually give you stress. That's not good. Now, it says here stress minus 20. The stress is at 148. Let's have a look. And it actually took down 24 points instead of 20. This is another one of those bonuses. It depends, I think, on your appetite that you actually eat. And you get more stress relieved than the number says. So that is another bonus of cooking the food yourself. Because like I said, rations don't give you shit. So, let's eat some more. It doesn't matter when you eat. I mean, as long as you're working on stress. It's not as if they perform better with a stomach that is completely empty or something. Skill points. Well, do we want to go in hunting? That was pretty bad. The chance is also that I will pick somebody up that's really good at hunting. You know, so at that moment... the thing is that the crew skill hunting is divided by all the crew members, so it actually helps for me to be also good in hunting. Foraging is different. I explained that in the beginning. Okay. So, are we almost there? 34 kilometers. Set out. You've arrived in Ramshackle Landfill. Okay, let's do a search. We get experience. Search. This is a really high number. It's during daytime. I'm gonna do a quickie. Scrap 72. So you get some material. Big iron times 6. Good. And I will do a long one. And we get attacked. Okay. The enemy is going to have a strength between 30 and 82. That's the way I read it. I think that's how it works. So let's fight. 53. Now we have a gun. We have a couple of bullets. And right now our accuracy at this distance, because every turn they come closer. I'm kind of explaining this for C because I don't think you were here to hunt the previous fight. Every turn they will come closer and it will actually increase my accuracy with my gun because they're coming closer. So at some point, this is actually right here, it's going to be hitting 100%. So I only do between 1 and 5 damage with my gun. But the moment I get a melee range, my melee attack is 13. So the whole point is, the plan is, I have to get this group down to at least 12 when they show up on my truck, because then I can one-shot them. Because you will attack first the melee, as far as I know, then they will attack you, with the risk of you getting wounded or even worse, infected. So the plan is, let's start shooting. Okay, and turn, shoot, turn. See it go up, 78. And there are ways to get this up. In the beginning I crafted some items for this. We don't want to hit for one though. Oh, this is not going to go well. Because I don't think we're going to get down to 13 here. It's a random factor again. So now I can still run. Because this, it's a little bit too high. He's going to hit the truck. So if I run, I can burn fuel. I have a 95% chance of escaping. I bravely ran away. I don't want to get hit by an infected person because with my luck, I will get infected right away. And there's a random factor involved, but... So yeah, that did not go as planned. So we better get going now. We're gonna go here. Side, here. So yeah, when you don't get away, when you don't escape, this could very well cost you the game. Yeah, I'm the brave Sir Robin. Like the movie, yeah. Still one of the best movies of all time, that movie. It's so funny. Okay. No, I don't want searching. Whoa. Let's go. Set out. This will automatically go away. We're going to eat ourselves or drink. This is thirst. There you go. The brave Sir Robin, yeah. You come across the Campbell survivors. They seem to be running a shop. Yeah, I can do some recon. They're not. We can chat. We cannot trade. Otherwise, you could actually buy some of that junk. But chat might actually give you a recipe. Let's see if we're lucky enough. Oh, look at that! A recipe for salt roasted human flesh. Man, I've always wondered how you make that. That's brilliant. Oh, let's check crafting. Is there anything that we can craft? We can actually craft stuff. We can craft a radiator. I want to see if I can craft some other stuff here. We can craft something melee. Might be wise to actually craft something for melee. To raise that melee attack. Clothing, we don't have enough. Projectile, we can craft explosives. Terrain. You can see because this actually raises our accuracy, so this is really, really handy. Let's craft that. Okay, so this is another aspect of the game. You can craft a part. Your truck has room for 10 parts. So you can install a cannon rack and it will increase your crew accuracy by 10%. So that is really very handy. So yes, you can also upgrade your truck itself, which I kind of showed in the beginning. We have some more storage room right now. You can only do that in the city or in a repair shop. We don't have a repair shop here in the middle of nowhere. But we were able to upgrade that. I don't think there's anything else I can craft, is there? We're looking at other. Camping kit, I don't care. No, the radiator and the seating pad are really important, so we'll wait for that. Let's go. Yeah, it's kind of like Mad Max, right? A lot of people that play the game, they mention Mad Max. But yeah, I was looking at Steam today to see how the reviews are going, and it's very positive. But the number of reviews is just shockingly low. This game is just flying under everybody's radar, and I'm not sure if that's because the developer maybe doesn't sell the game right or promote the game properly or whatever's going on. I mean, this game is really a lot of fun, really well made so far, and it's still early access. Developers are updating almost like once or twice a week. But yeah, it's just there's hardly anybody on Steam the reviews. It's just completely under the radar. All right, where are we at? So we can also search here. Did we have something to sell here? No, we were gonna pick up tires, right? Because you can trade. Yeah, that's the whole thing. This is not a normal village, so you have to actually make your way in. You might be able to strike a deal with them. Okay. What do they need anything that I have? No. But they do have tires that I want to buy. So let's go for the... Oh, that's actually a good deal there. Let's go 15 tires. I do want to buy some rations. How much do I have? 44 days, but that includes the food that I'm cooking. It's not bad at all, actually. These prices are good. I mean, we save 20 on each single ration. You can see that the base price is indeed 50, like I said earlier. Let's buy 50. Okay. Yeah, well, we still have not. This is actually quite a bit of fuel, but yeah, the moment you do fuel, I'm gonna buy some anyway. But yeah, the moment you try to escape or burn fuel, that can go really fast. Or you can also have a party in the middle of nowhere in your camp, where you do a grilling, a barbecue session. That also burns like 50 fuel. It's like crazy. Okay, so you can see that we're saving on the amount that we're buying. We're saving money, unless we start buying really a lot, and we're actually running out of scrap. Ooh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to go too low here. I have nothing to sell here, so I'm gonna keep that the way it is. We still have plenty of fuel. Alright. I can actually extract fuel here. This is really very high though, and it's night. And I kind of learned my lesson, because I don't want to run again. By the way, I had something for melee. Am I able to craft something? See, some of these items require what I call it, a predecessor, whatever. For example, in order to craft a steel pipe, you need a metal club. So maybe it might be best if I craft a metal club. They all cost the same, but maybe the blade will not be used anywhere else. My blade will be used here for a makeshift sword. Katana, look at that. Oh, so we need to make the blade. We want to have katanas, of course. Oh, come on. Yeah, this is at least going to be 53, so this is going to be a pain in the butt to do. Can I run? Look at this. 140 fuel, which is, it's okay, but I just want to get away. So, Robin. And we're also very tired now. This is not good. Let me equip my... Oh, I wasn't able to craft it. Oh, I got jumped. We're going to do focus. It helps with shooting. We might need it. Yeah, I'm really in a bad spot here. Can I rest? Yeah, this is just really tricky. Because if I get jumped and I'm fatigued and this is red, I will not defend myself. It's game over. Time left, 1 day. Reedville. Because that's where we're going, isn't it? I don't think I'm gonna make that. I don't think I'm gonna make that. No, I don't think I'm gonna make that. 1 day, well, it's almost 2 days. Wow. Well, let's go. It will tell me that they're fatigued and I have to rest. There's no choice. It's not that bad as before. See, it's not really great. I'll do once more. And then we set out. I don't want to be caught at night again because, yeah. I can't camp here either way. Oh no. So you can only rest here. And that takes only a little bit off. 2%, we'll do it again. Right now it's better because it's daytime, so our shooting would be a lot better. Okay. We're gonna be in another terrain in about 40, I think. Cactus patch, talking about burning fuel. Take a detour. That's gonna just cost me a lot of time. I'll just burn it down. We're still in the... We can't camp. Now I can camp. And sleep. Let's get that bar down. There we go. 1 day and 4 hours. I don't think I've ever failed the delivery quest, so this is going to be interesting. I reckon that you will lose a lot of reputation with that faction. Entered an area with high infection. How are we doing? I should stop, right? Yeah, whoa, 21. I'm not going to stop here. Let's go. I need to get out of this. I should have put up a waypoint here. I'm going to be fatigued. Oh boy. Okay, this is better. Camp. Sleep. Let's set out. 15 hours. Yeah, I don't have time for these events though. I move on. Normally I would search it, but I want to make sure I do the delivery. See, fuel is still, you can actually see here, we have enough for 8,700 kilometers under normal conditions. We do have to stop because the engine is overheating. Takes all time away. Oh my lord. Reset. Can I go straight there? If it's good weather, we make it, I think. It's 40 kilometers an hour, and it's 6 hours then, right? Give or take? 6, 7? Oh boy. Any bad weather coming? Cloudy. No, that's fine. 3 hours. I'm not going to stop to watch the sunset. This is really going to cut it close. 1 hour. No rain expected, so should be good. Ah, we made it. +1 virtue. Not a lot of scrap. It was only a simple delivery. Okay. What do they have in store that we can use? Nothing really. So we still have, I mean, 32 days of drinkable water. We have plenty of food, plenty of ammo. We have... Oh, I forgot to sell those tires that we were going to sell those. Was it here? No. Where was I going to sell those tires? I don't need 30-volt tires. Ah, here. Yeah, I'm not going to go back. Okay. So we have a delivery here. 17 hours? Oh boy, I really did this wrong. 3 days. Oh boy. I'm not gonna. I don't think I'm gonna make that in 17 hours. That was really stupid. I shouldn't have gone this far down to my town right away. I should have done these deliveries first. There's no way I'm gonna do 17 hours. I mean, how far is this? Yeah, that, no. Maybe in a Mad Max mobile. But no. Oh, crap. You lose a lot of stuff. Mill sack. So yeah, I might as well quit. I'm not going to make that. Even if I do 40 miles an hour or 40 kilometers an hour, I'm not going to make it. So you lose a lot of rep. -10. And 2 virtue. Okay, so which one is the next one then? 3 days. Road Construction Bureau. They don't have any stores, so they don't need anything. So now I have all these tires in my truck. So you basically want to, along the way to this place, because we're going to deliver there, that's going to be the top priority. You want to buy and sell along the way. So they need ag sugar and a whole bunch of different shrooms, which we actually might have. They produce water purifier, and they need water purifier, right? Yeah. So we can pick that up. And you can see that some towns, they have a requirement for virtue, otherwise they won't even allow you in. So that's why you have to be kind of careful. I don't know what the virtue is at right now. 11, so we're still good. Still good. And Millsack is now 0. So at some point they become hostile and then they don't want to deal with you at all. So you kind of have to be careful with that. So we can buy the water purifier here. Sell them here. Let's do that first of all. I have some scrap, but I'm probably going to actually take a good night's sleep. There we go. And then we'll buy some water purifiers. I think they're pretty expensive actually. So we get 40 profit on one. 400. I will just do 5. Alright, anything else? We have the fuel, blah blah blah, scrap. I have no interest for to go to the bar right now. I might try it though actually. We have room for 2 delivery requests, so maybe we'll be very lucky. Okay, so Wasteland gas station. I don't think that's too far away. We're here. It's completely on the other side. Well, because we're going to go this direction, so not going to do it. And then we have this one. Let's see, maybe this is something better. Why swimming? Both of them? 11. Maybe I should pick him up then, because that is... If they both want me to go there, then I will pick it up and I'll turn around real fast. Okay, let's go. I have to set it up because I'm thinking that the shrooms are... No, they won't eat them. Okay. There's a pile-up. Oh, crap. See, I mean, if you try to navigate through, there's a random chance that you're going to damage your truck. Okay. 10 fuel. Cost me 3 hours. We have no choice there. I just want to get caught up with these delivery quests before I do some cooking or foraging again. That might actually have been the reason why it took me way too long to get that other delivery done. Spent too much time hunting that deer. The dust storm, there's really no point here. Where's my camp? And then the dust storm is gone, which is fine. There's no point in driving through a dust storm. I mean, you're just crawling. You might as well use that time for some other things. This is getting too high, so let's eat some stress foods. So another tank camp. Yeah, this is all random. I mean, you have to place yourself in my shoes. Would you approach a tank camp? You don't even know who's there or what is there. I mean, I'm gonna ignore them unless I really need to get more focus so I can actually see what is there, so we can actually do some surveillance or recon. Sleep should be okay. Okay, set up. Where are we at? Oh, I'm still going there. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! That was really stupid. Massive failure. 2 days. I might not even make that now. Wow. That was really stupid. Okay, let's go. We might have to stop to... this can go all the way here, but you don't want to go all the way. So this has an effect on the temperature of the engine. Valleyville. Okay. Is there anything that we need? We have enough fuel. Well, I don't have that much, but I can buy some more if it's abundant. It really isn't. No, I'm just gonna depart. Where are we at? We're getting tired really fast though. Animal seller, we already have a dog. Because otherwise normally I would buy an attack dog or something like that. So the higher your fitness level, we have a really low fitness level. I'm not sure if I can increase that with my skill points. I don't think I can. Because the higher your fitness level, the longer it takes for you to get fatigued, to get tired. Oh, you did see you wanted to be a truck driver? I've always thought about that it would be a very interesting job because you're all by yourself, you know. And I've always been some sort of a recluse, even though I lead a married life. But yeah, I've always thought, you know, it would be an interesting job, traveling. You know, it's not an easy. A friend of mine is a truck driver. But yeah, it's would be an interesting life. I've always thought it would be very intriguing. It's just by yourself, just be your own boss, you know. Admire the moon, I guess, at the moment. Cool engine. Gotta be careful though. Set out. At some point they were actually, I believe in Canada, they were actually trying to persuade people to become truck drivers and almost like immediately give them citizenship or something like that. You would get a permit and everything. They needed truck drivers real bad. It's very intriguing. Goodson Farm. Are we at the farm? Okay, that's not too bad then. Let's go. Oh, trade. Okay. I have to get my way in, and sometimes they don't want to let you in. This kind of sucks because I have these water purifiers for them. Oh, that is good. Anything that they have that we want to take? Pork. Let's see how much pork normally costs. 64. That's pretty pricey though. You get a good deal on it here though. So what do I... So this is 44. Yeah, let's buy 5. Because I want to cook those. Precious pork, okay. Anything else? Let's look further down the map here because we're going to be going here 1 day and 5 hours. I'm not sure if we're going to make that. Let's reset. How far is this? That's doable. That is about 20-hour drive. More than that, 25. In normal weather, but there's a swamp, so that is going to be... It's going to be a close call again. So we can't get distracted with anything. And this is a high infection zone. How long does... Oh boy. Okay. I do need some rest again. Oh, so you cannot have a dual citizenship? I don't think USA does that anymore. Some countries did, because when I became a US citizen, because I'm originally from Holland, I still had the option to do dual citizenship. So that basically, they actually were going to cancel it 1 year from when I became U.S. citizen, naturalization process, whatever you want to call that. And they indicated that I was still able to get dual citizenship, but I decided against it because I told them the moment I became U.S. citizen, for me that's a life commitment. I don't want to be like hopping citizenships, you know. I will always, you know, respect my Dutch ancestry, but I told them I don't want dual citizenship. I just, you know, I chose to become an American, and that's what I am, and I don't want to be a dual citizen. So now it's not possible anymore, as far as I know. It's not up to the United States, as far as I know. So some countries will honor it. The United States, as far as I was told, doesn't care. It depends on the country where you're from. They make that decision as to whether they will honor your citizenship on the side, so to speak. We move on. Sorry. But Holland at that moment was still respecting dual citizenship, and they literally cancelled that 1 year after the fact, or 1 year after. Oh crap. We should be okay, right? Sleep. Good. Yeah, this weather is not good. It's only -1, so that is not too bad. Let's eat something. I don't have the time to cook right now. I just want to get going. But Canada's not a bad country. But then again, I mean, yeah, it's like you said, you would have to give up everything in the United States. I don't know how that would go. Would you also completely forfeit your Social Security then? I mean, if you've worked here your whole life, and yeah, would you forfeit your whole Social Security? Oh, we're still tired. I can't camp here. Crap. Okay, you spot a few survivors camped out by their pickup truck. They seem to be resting. Yeah, let's do some recon. Okay, we can actually trade. We have crew virtue over 10 now. Perfect. You can buy ammo. You can also do fuel here, I think. No? They don't give you fuel? Oh, there. 100 fuel for 40 scrap. That is fine. We want to get the hell out of here, though. Oh, man. In the swamp. 9 hours? That is really going to cut it close in the swamp and everything. And I need to rest. Oh man, I'm gonna fail another one. Oh, you can, so you can retire here and then accept the... Okay. Uh-oh. I'm not gonna make this. Oh. Oh no, come on. I can rest. 48 minutes. Where are we at? I don't think I'm gonna make this. Ah, we made it in... What is it? Yeah, it was like 30 minutes. Christ almighty. I never had this problem with delivery. I just messed it all up by going south there to get my little town. So now we have 5 days for the next one. And that's the one that's pretty close to us, I think. That's the one here, right? 5 days, okay. So we can calm down a little bit now. They don't sell anything. They're just a road builder. That is not part of the game yet. That is coming soon. So this is a side quest. And we can go here. 5 days should be okay. I should be able to... Well, I'm gonna go here. We'll avoid this for now. And then here. 900. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, see, it's coming soon. So, I don't know what that means, road builder. I assume it has something to do with building your roads. I don't know what to expect if you can upgrade roads next to your town, or... I don't know what that means. Maybe road signs. Who knows? Sounds intriguing. New city. Now, can I camp here? Okay, sometimes you can camp if it's not really an official city or something. Let's go to the kitchen. Let's do cooking. Yeah, I have to do some sleeping. But let's do... See, because this is a good zone. Bulk. So, what else can we do? You can also do shrooms with salt. I just don't... If you cook shrooms normally, then you will take away the negative impact of them, but they don't give you much, but... It's good for a snack, I guess, for them. And the game is not. It's it's important that you keep an eye on the time and the days, of course, as you could see, because we missed one of the delivery quests. But for the rest, there is no pressure. It's not like 7 days to die where you're going to get a zombie attack every 7 days. So you can just take your sweet time as long as you keep track of your delivery quests and do a better job with time management than I did. But so I mean, if I just cook, that's fine. I can just stand here for hours. I mean, it's really not too much pressure, especially in a zone with zero. I just we have some fruit. Fruit you can also do fruit platter, but you want to do a fruit platter with vegetables. Otherwise, if you do a fruit platter, I think it actually turns out as something that's hardly edible. So it's not really wise. I don't know if bread and fruit is anything. I don't know if anybody puts fruit on bread besides maybe strawberries or something. So I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave that the way it is. Okay, so I'm gonna tell them that they can use the shrooms, grilled shrooms. Let's see what the stats are on this. Only 25 hunger, but at least it doesn't give you stress anymore, because that's when you eat them raw, they give you stress. 36 hunger relief. Depends on the shrooms. We have not been able to cook something above normal skill. I was hoping to show that kind of. Our cooking skill is really not bad. We're at 10. It's not great either. Sleep. I can actually sleep again. Alrighty. Engine is cool. Should be good enough. Let's go. Hopefully we can find some stuff here so we can craft some more, because I don't think I have anything to craft. We have that melee stuff already. Did I ever craft that? I didn't craft a radiator, right? No. Wooden crates. Okay. You spot a few unopened wooden crates scattered up ahead. The wood is rotted black, but the crates are still intact. I will search through them. I assume there's no infected people in there. You never know. Oh, come on. Yeah, we're kind of striking out. Let's go. We can always camp here and sleep if we needed to. What time is it? Okay, it's going to be daylight hopefully when we get there. I don't want to be caught in the middle of the night going through a landfill. In case we do get attacked. You kind of want to be at daylight. Yeah, I do have to kind of sleep though. Should be almost there, right? Okay. Search. Wow! I didn't know it was that. I should have checked this, but thank God we got away. 26, so it's 15% chance of getting attacked every hour. So if I go to the map now, you see that salvage level actually went from 3 to 2 because we did one good search. So you can do that 3 times if you want, and then it's 0, and then it won't let you search until this respawns or resets. I don't know what exactly happens. But that was great. Let's leave. Set out. Do we have enough to... because I wanted that radiator. It's pretty handy. The rain harvester's handy too, but we haven't learned that yet, so I do have to wait for a library. I'm glad that you can keep driving this way. As long as everything goes okay. Leave. I have an attack dog. So the attack dog, basically, you cannot give it any commands. It increases your total attack power for your melee attack. Nice. Okay. It's a gas station, so I'm pretty sure they have an abundance of gas. Let's double check on that. Did I really? They have no abundance of gas? The fuel here? You gotta be shitting me. No, they don't. They need thread, honey, milk, and cloth. We don't have that. This is another one of those, I think. That you can take over. That you can start developing. It might be handy, because if you have one here, you can store stuff in the depot, and they will actually, if you assign farmers, they will actually generate water for you, fruits. So if you drive while you drive around, you can actually stop in your towns, pick up some water, something to eat maybe. And it's just it costs money to build this all up, you know. But this is one of them, and where's the other ones? Oh, here's probably one. Daybreak City, I guess. The dark green things. Did this have a bar? It doesn't have a bar, so we don't have any. We have the delivery quest for the Wise Women gas station. You also have hunting dogs. Yes, there's actually in the game hunting dogs. They will increase your hunting skill. So they do exist as well. So, but right now, I'm all by myself. I'm not finding anybody that is worth allowing in my truck, so to speak. So we're gonna make our way back. So I might as well look to see if there's anything that they, for example, is there a bar here? There's a bar here. This allows me to buy people that I can assign here. The thing is that in order to do something in my town, it requires for farm work, usually farm level 15, you don't get these here. You can go to the labor market, you get somebody with farm level 12. So you can keep them in your truck so they get some experience, and then you can drop them off as soon as they're high enough level, so you produce a little bit more. But I'm going to check this place out. So rations, wood, dried vegetable, blah blah blah. Rations, wood, dried vegetables. I don't see anything that they have in common. Dried chicken, really? Nothing? Yeah, we don't. Do we need water? I can actually use water. We have plenty of scrap actually, that's good. Let's get some water while we're here. No, that's too much. Goes up real fast, son. Is there anything else that I really want to take from here? Tires, want to have 29 tires. We actually didn't drop the other tires off, so there's really nothing else I can do. So, is there any event? Well, we can go to these quest events, but abandoned mine. Interesting. So this doesn't even show the side story what this is. No, I'm gonna focus on this delivery first. Depart. My engine is kind of warm. Can I actually craft this? There we go. Craft. Have to be careful because while you're crafting, you find yourself in a zone. Then the improved radiator, I can actually craft this right away. And then you can go to parts. And engine cooling plus 40%, so that's quite an upgrade. We install that. And then we get the hell out of here. I still have to cool that thing, but it's raining, so it has a slight cooling effect. Only slight. Yeah, fuel is kind of low, but we should be okay. I do appreciate a warning, though. You should have warned me for Gangland yesterday. You didn't. Camp. It's raining anyways. Let's sleep. I told my wife about Gangland. I did another short Pal World session this morning. It was a lot of fun. It was very, very interesting. We now can craft mechanical weapons. The musket is and the legendary musket. But it's very, very interesting. Anyways, let's cool engine. We should be okay, right? Famous last words. So fuel normally, what you can also do by the way is, and this is really a cool option, you can do search and then say that I want to look where fuel is available. Fuel. Anybody that has fuels, I can do results. Should I actually do a click search here? Results search. These places all sell fuel. All the green ones. But you want to have the good deal, so usually that means look for the places that make fuel. Fuel makes search. And you can see that this place for example makes fuel. This one does not. So this one does. So I can stop here. I can go here and then, yeah, maybe I'll do that. Why not? Should be okay. Set. Let's go around the forest though. Let's go there. What do they... Okay, we'll see that when we get there. Set up. Yeah, this game is very... You're tempted to rush, especially when you're streaming or recording, because you don't want your viewers to get bored. But it can really, really become painful. Because you might rush and then you find yourself without fuel, or you're just attacking too fast, or... I mean, I've died in this game, you know. So yeah, you know, ram through them, and then with a little bit of bad luck, you just damage a truck, and then you have to deal with that shit again. So let's just burn it. Then we end up in a sandstorm. Might as well camp. The moment you camp, usually the sandstorm is gone, but I don't think I have anything to cook anymore. Because you might as well use this time to do some other stuff. See, they go through the mushrooms real fast because they don't do much. You could also do camp, where you can have a party with the rest of your invisible crew members, things like that. I might as well sleep through the dust storm. It's not too bad of a zone. Engine is cool, we go. But yeah, there's some details that you can't, like a checklist you have to do before you do stuff in this game. Did you actually buy a Pal World? I got the Pal World because of you. I mean, I put plenty of hours in Pal World, not really a lot, but every time I play, I just discover something new. And for me, it's a risk on my channel because everybody takes me so seriously, and I am very seriously, of course. But yeah, people can. I don't think people can get past the notion of Pal World is really not a kids game. And I see what you mean. Okay. Yeah, this is also more stressful. To be honest, for this stream is more stressful because, like I said, you don't want to bore people. Convoy vehicles, I don't know who's there. I'm not gonna talk to them because you can sometimes run in a group that has like will just kill you right off. And you can use cloud to escape, but I don't want to do that. Unless you know what it is in this game, just rather be safe than sorry. Aha. Let's get some fuel here. I probably have some more stuff. So you can also cook chicken with some salt. Let's buy fuel. But the whole thing is you want to hunt this. You don't want to be buying chicken. Okay, well the fuel I usually go to 0.6 or something. I'll stay at 0.6. That's it. It's not expensive fuel. Okay, so we have 1900. Is there anything here? Okay, there's a bar there, but I didn't see that there was a bar. Okay. Repair shop. Let's see if there's anything that needs to be repaired. No. The tires are good. Engine is good. Everything's fine. We have 3000, so I could potentially get an upgrade if we wanted something. Comfort level +1 is really nice. I have to buy people for my farm though. I don't have a delivery readily at hand. I will do this another time. How are we doing? We can take a sleep in the inn. Do a sleep, a cheapy one. We have a little bit of stress. I will just feed her some special food. I see I have a skill point there. Eat. Let's actually see here. Minus 36 stress. So that would put it at 151. Let's see. Oh wow, there's 11 points more than it says because of our... I think it's appetite. So that is really handy. Okay, so we were doing focus, I think. The higher your level is, the more difficult it is to actually gain points. It also costs more and more books. So for example, we have farming level 6. So it's cheaper for me to upgrade. Get 4 points at the same time. Virtue you can change. And then hunting, 8 books for 2 skill points. I'm going to do focus. It helps me shoot, and it also helps me in conversations in the bar to kind of read my conversational partner, see what kind of skill sets they have. Oh, that was really nice, see that somebody loaned you that game. Restores my faith in humanity again. Thanks, see. Okay, bar. Let's see if there's anybody that we can hire. You normally don't. You can go to the labor market here, and then let me show that actually. So you can hire a farmer. Let's do this. They're usually really sucky people, but they are slightly good at farming because they're really intended to be at your settlement to work there. So this is a trucker. Let's see what we have. Celibate. Cannot get frisky or hook up with other characters. That's fine by me. He's a heavy sleeper. Sleeping reduces much more fatigue. Interesting. Because sometimes their traits don't get along with yours. And then they don't like each other and they start riling each other up in the cabin and it can lead to really bad stuff. But right now the great thing is if I'm tired, this truck will automatically take over. As long as he's in the truck. Because we basically want to get him some experience, get him a skill point, because his farming is normally, what is it, 12? Oh, he's actually, oh wait, hold on. Yeah, that's really low then. That's really not a good farmer. That means that we have to get him 2 skill levels before he's 15. And that kind of sucks. Okay, well we can still second the bar for deliveries, maybe? It's an engineer. Mountain Pass gas station. They provide the stuff. It weighs 1200. 3,768 scrap. I wonder what the hell that is. Huh? No. Here? For that kind of money? I mean, we're right here. This is my little town. Yeah, see, the robot can get frisky. I'm gonna take this one. Can I take this one? Because I only had 2 left, right? Yeah, let's go to the bar. Let's get frisky with the robot. So, getting frisky, I'm not sure if you're aware, but getting frisky basically means that, yeah, you get frisky, and then you lower your stress levels. It's the awesomest phrasing ever. Get frisky. So, but yeah, you also have sometimes really old people that you can get frisky with, or yeah, like robots. It's a female robot, so you know you have no clue what you would see on OnlyFans these days. Not that I know, but I guess we have to read this as not necessarily being a robot, but a mechanical device, maybe. Anyways, a rancher. Look at this. Oh, that's actually delivery. There's no get hired here. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go to the bar. I'm going to hire another person for my labor market. Let's hire another farmer. The thing is, now we have 3 people in the cabin. They will eat a lot more food, drink a lot more water. And they're going to have conversations. You're going to love this part of the game. Farming, also 9. It's not really great here. So they will have conversations with each other, and sometimes they like what the other person is saying, and sometimes they don't. So that actually affects their interactions, so you can actually see their relationships and opinions of each other. This is going to change as the game progresses, because they keep yakking, and it will actually scroll all over the screen. So you're going to see that. So we have to go here, but this is my place. That doesn't demand anything. They actually need ammo, tires, scallops, shrimp, and prawn. But I'm going to go around this way, I think. I'm just going to... I have 5 days to do these missions, so I'm going to go... I have to go to this station. Oh, this is actually really far again. I'm spending way too much time again. I'm not even going to drop these 2 guys off. I'm just going to go straight here. And get going. I don't think I have time to drop these guys off in time there. I want to make sure that I have 2 delivery requests in that same town. We have enough ammo, enough food, water, fuel. See, now they start talking. Okay. Was not a good conversation. Another airplane camp. Somebody seems to have made a camp. So again, I don't know who it is. I don't know how many people there are. I mean, I can be brave and then run for my life again. But now the thing is that this speeds up driving slightly, because when Mod is tired, then they can take over. It does not mean that his, as far as I know, his exhaustion or his fatigue will go down. See, right now he's driving, but let's have a look. I don't think this fatigue will go down. So he's right now at 70. Okay, we arrived in that town. Well, this is a town on the way. Let's see what's... Wheat, sugarcane, and tires. I don't need any of this. I don't want to sell anything here, I don't think. I don't think I have anything to sell. Then, well, we have rations, but I'm going to keep that. No, I'm not going to spend any time in an inn. Well, sleeping in the inn is actually not that long. It's pretty fast. But now we want to go here. What's the best way to get there? Straight here? We want to avoid the forest. Yeah, let's go there. I mean, we have 4 days. We should make this. But you never know. Yeah, because these guys are not tired. So, because the moment you rent a room, you pay for all 3 of them. So, yeah, it's not worthwhile right now. Snow, great. 6 hours though. Fuel. Yeah, you have to kind of keep an eye on these things, yeah. Especially your tires, because these tires usually, especially the beginning tires, they all degrade at the same rate. And then suddenly you need to exchange 10 tires. Infected traveler. You spot an infected watching you from a distance. He seems surprisingly coherent. Yeah, I don't have anything to give him. I don't have infected meat, human flesh. Clothing. I should, because you run into these guys more often. Maybe we should buy some clothing, just a couple of them, and then see what the quest will give us. This should actually cool off my engine a little bit. So because of that part that we have, that improved radiator, you wouldn't expect this to go up anymore that fast. I'm not sure if I really see a difference, to be honest. I'm pretty sure the developers did it right, but I don't know. It's kind of hard to track, right? Bad weather. So there are two people tired. This one is driving. Stop. It's not a bad zone. Camp. And sleep. Now keep in mind, these guys can't fight. They have an attack power or something. Attack power 3. It's usually really low because you bought them at the labor market. So that basically means that our crew attack power now is a total of 19. So that went slightly up. But yeah, Mud is the only one that can shoot. We should be okay. A roadblock. Yeah, let's ram through the barricades. See, these are the events where you basically there's no great outcome. So let's pay 50 to get just after many hours. Okay, bummer. Oh, 3 hours. Whoa. And you stay in that same zone, I think it looks like. So even though you take a detour, you stay in that same number here and it goes up. So that is super risky then. Well, let's go, I guess. Yeah, until you're a little bit settled, you spend really well. The whole game you spend a lot on the road, but at some point you actually go drive between your little towns, I guess. Crew town, okay. We don't have anything here, but we can see if there's anything that... Well, we're not gonna... We have 49 fruits. What is the bonus on this? Oh, that's pretty big. Oh wow, that goes down fast. Well, I'll sell 15. So, the next town that we're going to hit, it's probably not this one. We want to go there. What do they need? Ore, salt, tea and eggs. Fuel, clothing, milk. How about this? No. Rations, ore, charcoal and scrap. And this is not even a normal town. This is like a factory that you can search in a high infected zone. So, now this does produce fuel. So I can pick some of that up, I guess. Let's go to about 1,000. Okay. There's no bar here, no inn. We're fine. Engine is a little bit hot. City. Cool engine. And then set. I'll stop here. Let's put it here so we're not in the affected zone in case I need to sleep. Let's just do it that way. Because he doesn't automatically stop at the waypoints. If I put another flag further down, it will just keep on driving. So I want to stop there, see what the situation is if I have to take a camp and sleep. But we should be on time for those deliveries. Abandoned truck. I'll search it. Farmer had a good time. A few old but unopened parcels. I don't want to. I was about to say I don't want to stay here. Scrap, some rations. Is this it? Okay. We have a skill point. Oh, it's actually this guy. So now we can assign this to farming. I'll put him at 13. I really want to get to 15 though. Now, how about this one? No skill point yet. Almost. Experience is almost there. Also, I'm not sure if you will here see, but scrap has weight. So these are not dollar bills. 2,614 scrap actually weighs 2,614. So it actually counts towards your weight. So the moment you sell a lot and you get a lot of rewards from deliveries and you drive around with 8,000 scrap, it can be very painful because look at this. We're almost at the limit. You can go over the limit, but it will slow down your speed, your truck of course. But yeah, I had one episode on my channel because I'm doing a series on this. One episode on my channel where I was so confused because I was selling items and I was getting scrap and I was selling flour or bread or something like that. And I was like, why is my truck getting heavier? Because I didn't know that scrap had a weight. Because you normally, with currency, you don't expect it to weigh that much. But yeah, scrap is apparently very, very heavy. So you have to kind of keep that in mind. Yeah, I should have left those building materials there. That's a good point. So we're here. We don't need to sleep. Can I go here? Oh no, it doesn't let me. Okay, let's drag the flag. Oh what? Well, it doesn't have to be super accurate. We want to do a search there. 2 days and 6. Yeah, we should be fine. Yeah, I should have left the building materials there. I think how many do I have? Like 5? That's not resources. It's actually resources. Is this like... Oh, 4. Okay. How much do they weigh? Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Should have left those behind. Little things you don't think about. And they weigh 1,200. Alright. Where are we going? Wait. El Podrido landfill. It's a high infection zone. Let's do a search. Oh, he has a skill point. Farming. Nope, nothing special. Yeah, this is... Let's do 45 minutes. Scrap 51. We got some of this stuff. Perfect. Let's leave. And we're gonna go here, here. Getting kind of tired though, but we should be fine on the way over there. We have this guy driving. Dry riverbed. Yeah, here we go again. I'm just thinking, is there any way that my truck can get damaged from driving over a dried riverbed? And if I click drive across, I'm probably going to find out, yes, it will get damaged in that manner, but I'll just take a detour. Just... I don't know how it would get damaged, but it probably will. Maybe it wasn't that dry, we sink away into quicksand or something. I'm not paranoid at all. Oh, bad conversation, nobody cares about this. Oh, we delivered. Both at the same time, see that? It's a gas station. So I assume they have fuel, but well, we can use a little bit more. There's nothing else going on, and there's a fortune teller. Wait, I can do the repair shop now. Upgrade truck. Comfort plus 1. Looks like it only takes an hour to install. Any kind of skill points that I missed? Sometimes they don't flash. No. We want these two guys to have one more skill point that will put them at 15 farming. So there's no bar. We have 27 days left to do that other delivery. And that one is for like 3,600. Okay. Wait. Didn't we have something that we were going to sell here? No. No. Abundant items. Fuel. I can buy a little bit more. Rations were fine. Yeah, it's going pretty well again after the debacle. So I can actually go this way. What's this? They need wood, sugar, charcoal, canned fruit. Hey, weren't they selling canned fruit? Canned fruit. I wonder what that gives actually. Let's go to 60. Oh, that's not far. Oh, okay, I'll buy 20 then. Now I should be able to see. There's another food. Canned fruit description. Hunger minus 100. Wait, hold on. Yeah. Whoa. I don't want them to eat this. I don't think they will eat quest items that quickly, but I just want to make sure. Cloth, you say? Do they need cloth? Who needs cloth? Needs tea leaves being produces cloth. They produce stupid tooltip. Rubber, salt, building materials. I'm not going to spend that much anyways, but I might actually buy 2 maybe. But what I wonder is, how much is that canned fruits? How much does that cost? Because that is quite 75. And if I buy one, and now I don't get that great deal anymore, but I was buying for below than 60. So you can buy canned fruit here for, let's say, 55 to 60. You get 10 items, and it has better numbers than the ration that normally costs 50 at a normal price. At a good price, you get it for 40. But kind of interesting to kind of keep an eye on all that stuff. Oh yeah, okay. I see what you mean. Yep. Thanks for the reminder here. Let's buy some cloth in case we run into a desperate infected person. Let's make sure that I have something in the truck to please the infected. What an approach to a game, but yeah, we'll try it. I'm actually buying something in the town, like, oh yes, please, can I have some cloth for the infected? Thank you. Oh man. Okay, we're gonna go here, which is in the middle of the swamp too, of course. Reset. Well, there's a little one here, but which reminds me, anything we can craft. We don't have the rain harvester yet, but there's no library here, so I cannot learn this. I'll check that later. Yeah, okay. There we go. How are we doing? We could use a little bit of rest. Are we gonna hit the swamp right away? So I cannot. Okay, so we don't want to hit the swamp right away. I want to get out here. Let's do it that way. So I can actually. Okay, now we should be able to camp and sleep. It's not too bad. And it's gonna rain. And now we go. Everything's fine. Yeah, I don't know what is gonna happen when you give cloth to the infected. I think it's again that's a random chance, and you know, he might bite you real quick or something like that. But I mean, there's no way to find out if you don't try, right? Yeah, well, we're doing pretty okay. Because this is also lower because we have 3 people now. So the food is going to be shared, of course. Yeah, we're doing pretty okay. Pretty okay. I'm not happy about missing that one delivery. An animal seller. I see the other 2 people in my truck. They're not going to stay. I'm going to drop them off. You can buy a hunting dog, and of course I can then equip the hunting dog when I go hunting. But I think they cost like a hunting dog's like 900 or something. 400 attack dog. No, I wasn't. I wasn't really impressed with the hunting, to be honest. Unless I pick up a trucker that's going to be better at hunting, I'm going to take it slow. They can actually use some food. So all the stacks, I can't even see anything from my food. 5 left. He's stressing too a little bit there. This one is getting tired. There's an inn. Perfect. The first visit, everybody has to share their experiences. Look at all this. Canned fruit. So we actually sell this for 104, and we bought it for 58, so that is really a nice deal. And if you're really good, I forgot what skill this is. Speech, I think. You might be able to actually upsell and sell it for even more. Now, what do they have abundant? Let's buy 2. I have some salt, but I want to buy some more salt. Well, we'll go to 16. Oh well, that was 16.1. Alright. Let's get some sleep. Just a cheapy one. Confirm. There's a bar. That is interesting. So we have one time task. We're going to go over there. That's not too far away. Is there any deliveries available? We can, of course, get frisky. I'm going to look at all the people I can get frisky with. Pretty normal this time. Buy junk. Let's have a look. We want to... The dining table is a really, really interesting item, but I've actually never had it. I've never been able to get all these items because I always craft something that I found more important. Seating pad would be very handy. So we need fiber and scrap paper. I want to craft another gun at some point. Yeah, let's see what they have. Buy junk. Your speech is too low. Only 16% chance to actually successfully speak to this guy. And in the meantime, the clock keeps ticking and ticking and ticking. Because you can keep trying until he finally talks to you. So... Hammock life for you doesn't mean you're going to go off to bed. Well, thanks for hanging out again, C. I'm going to just go to my hometown and then I will log off for the night as well. Oh, is that hammock life for me? Okay. What does it mean? Hammock life for me. Oh, okay. Is that like, I don't know. Is it like a statement out of the blue then? Does it have something to do with getting frisky? You sleep in a hammock, really? I wouldn't be able to do it. It would kill my back, I think. I sleep on a flat, very sturdy mattress, like a Spartan. They slept kind of on the floor, right? Delivery. Let's see what does. Yeah, I'm not really successful in speaking to these people. There's a hire though. I want to check this one out. Interact. So I'm gonna keep trying this one though. It's bad weather outside anyways. Catch up. Nobody knows them. Let's see. A chemist. I'll just keep trying. Focus. Hunting. Yeah, you don't see these skills. And she has 3 trades. That could be very painful. Yeah, that's just too risky for me. Yeah, I was hoping to get some more information because I was leveling my focus, but that is not very... that's not very convincing there. Okay, so we have a delivery here. We can stop here, but there's really no point for us. No, there's not really a point. This is a long forest, though. Well, it's all swarm anyways. I'll go there. Oh, yes, a hammock. What would that be? Another? Must be here. Ah, there you go. That's what you meant. Fatigue relief from rest. That's not bad, actually. Because resting is not the same as sleeping. Resting is way faster. Huh. So does it go for all the people then? That's not bad, actually. It's just a matter of getting those resources. Gas station. The gas station appears on the horizon. Blah 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 blah. Let's search. But it's daytime. If we get attacked, hopefully the gun will be enough. Fuel. That's nice. Set out. I think you can fish in the swamp, right? Or what can you do here? Nothing? Oh, we're almost out of the swamp. Yeah, when this is 0, we should be out of the swamp. There we go. Okay. I don't need to camp. But now... Let's go... Here and here. Yeah, I don't want to do the landfall in the middle of the night. Because that's what's going to happen, right? So... we'll just drive there. What time is it? Yeah, I don't want to do the landfall at night. I want to give it a good search. I don't want to be jumped and then having to shoot in the dark. Yeah, you don't want to get too close. Let's go... Well, hold on. Let's go there. This should actually be okay, and then we go back. Well, 140 is actually really fast, so let's do it this way. Okay, can I camp and forage? It's not too bad. Please don't tell me I got attacked now. 9 mushrooms. Okay. Set out. It's 4 o'clock, so you should be fine. Yeah, I just want to give this a couple of searches and not be jumped by in the middle of the night. Yeah. Hey. Huh? Oh, it's clothing. It's not cloth. Was the other one clothing? No, it was all... Oh, crap. Man. Okay. Well, it was on sale. It was on sale, so we can always sell it somewhere. No, it's okay. At least you thought about it. Okay, 24, that's really high. They are actually... This is my shooter. Oh, man. I'm just gonna do it, I mean... Okay. Now, we do have to move on. I can't camp in the forest. I can camp in the forest. Let's go. And let's go there. Leave city. Set out. We do have to take It's really high though. I'm not sure if you get a penalty from raining. We'll find out, I guess. Nope, we're lucky. Okay, good. I have to look at that crafting because we found... Whoa, we don't even move at all. 10%. Rest? Yeah, okay. Oh, thank God it's not very, very dangerous. Yeah, it's still night though. Oh boy. We have melee attack 19, so that is doable. We should be okay already. And we should get some explosive Molotovs. Okay. Yeah, I can't drive, so I can rest. I might get jumped again. Okay. I think I can already melee him to death. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, because then you pull him in melee range and you can melee him. Okay. I don't think they get an attack in. I think that's the whole point. So I don't run any risk then. Yeah, I can't drive at all. I can rest again. How long is this gonna be? I might as well forage. I mean, there's just as much chance to get attacked anyways. Okay. Set out. Well, for whatever reason, we're not tired at all. A little bit stressed here. Farmer isn't hungry. Okay. Still no experience points for them. They need one more level before I drop them off. The thing is also that in your town you don't have to give them water and food. They don't need it apparently. They don't starve to death, so that is very helpful. So you don't constantly have to drive over there and either have them produce food for themselves or you have to drop it off. So that is not going to be part of the game. Yeah, the conversations don't go well. Now we're crawling here. Look at this. There's a bar, so we can actually pick people up. Let's have a look at the bar. Is there anybody we can hire? No. Okay. Alright. I think I'm actually going to leave it here. We're pretty close to our town, so the next... I probably will maybe live stream tomorrow. I probably will do some Pal World actually tomorrow, I don't know yet. But yeah, the next time we'll just drop these guys off here and pick up some more delivery quests and start expanding on our truck and our gear and our town. So, hey C, thanks again for watching. I'm pretty sure tomorrow evening I'm not sure if I'm going to be there, but I will do some Pal World. Very likely start my second base. And yeah, thanks for being here, thanks for watching guys, and catch you guys the next time. Have a good one. Bye bye.